Today we are looking at the state of Mississippi, near a town called Ocean Springs. As we left Alabama last January, this is our first stop in Mississippi. I found this little campground on one of the apps that I use, and I'll be showing you my 3 favorite apps that I use to find campgrounds coming up soon. But when we decided to make this trip, we decided we were going to go from east to west, trying to avoid snow and staying in the 70-degree weather. So this is the campground called Davis Bayou on the National Seashore. It is about 70 degrees here. We were here at the first part of January, and it was very humid, probably about 60% humidity, and quite a few mosquitoes and gnats were here. So we only stayed here a week. While we're doing this trip, we decided we don't want to drive more than 4 hours a day on travel day. Now today we're just going to go for a quick walk, and the dogs and the cat, they're going to stay inside. They like sitting in that big window and just looking around the campground. So what I want to talk about today are the apps that we use to find campgrounds. And I also wanted to mention using park passes. America the Beautiful, that's a great pass to buy. It's $80 a year, but it saves you about 50% on your campground fees. And we've been using it a lot. We use it for national parks, state parks, a corps of engineers. It really helps to save money, especially when the price of gas keeps going up. I'm going to show you 3. Now, my favorite apps to use for finding campgrounds, this is my first one that I use the most, RV Parks and Campgrounds. And I'll put the links down in the description for these apps. And for your cell phone, I use an Android. It is Park Advisor. So let's zoom in here to Davis Bayou Park and click on this little icon here. So it's like all the other apps pretty much, but this one, it works great for your Android phones, and it has all your the websites, pictures, reviews, phone numbers, so you can make a reservation right from the app. And I'm going to use this one the most. But there's 2 more apps. This is the second one. It's called iOverlander. We have met so many nice people out on these campgrounds over the last 6 months. And someone suggested this one to us. It has a few more filters that you can use that my other one doesn't have. Let's check out here around Del Rio. So if you look the icons here, you can find laundromats. The best thing is it shows propane. So if you're on the road and you need to stop for propane, you can quick look at the map, and it works when your cell signal isn't very good. And of course it has parks, whether there's water, electricity, temperature, all of that. Now the third app that I like is Free Roam. The best thing about this app, it is just campgrounds, whether it's free campsites or you pay for the campsite. But the thing I like are the filters up here at the top. Like this one here, you can actually punch in the price that you want. So if you want $20 or less parks, it's going to eliminate all the other parks and just give you what's $20. Plus over here on the right, they've got map filters. So let's take a look at that first. I kind of cut it off here on the right, but right there you click on the BLM filter, which is Bureau of Land Management. So everything that they own is highlighted in that tan color, which is pretty much free camping. And they still have campgrounds within that area that you might have to pay for. But when you bring up this app, it'll show you right on the front page if it has cell phone service, the weather, little things like, is the park full, noise, shade. So it's a quick access app that shows you all that on the front page. It also has a filter for cell phone service. So if I click on Verizon, everything in red is where Verizon service is. Now, we were in Big Bend a little while ago when I told you we didn't have internet, and you can see why. There's no red down there. Just that little teeny bit right there, you could pick up a little cell phone service if you're lucky. So these are the 3 apps that I use the most, and if you're looking for one, I'll put the links down in the bottom, and maybe they can help you with your traveling and finding campgrounds. And when I can't, here's the thing that we've been finding on this trip. We've gone to quite a few campgrounds the last 6 months. We were at one that had 245 campsites in it. When I made a reservation, it said the campground was completely full except for maybe 5 spots. So I was able to get a spot for a week. Well, we got to the campground and only 20 campsites were actually taken. The rest were empty, but yet the website still said they were all full. And we've been finding that everywhere we've been this year so far. Like, we are at a campsite right now today that says it's been full for the weekend, but there's only 2 campers here, including us. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know if people just can't make it to the campground or they aren't canceling them, and that kind of makes it hard for other people that want to get there. So sometimes if you can't get a reservation online, make sure you try to call them. That's probably even better because they can help you get in on the places that, you know, somebody might have canceled a reservation. So always try to call. So those are my tips for today. And now we're just going to take a drive into town in case you want to see what it's like at Ocean Springs. Like I said, we weren't here very long, so I don't have a lot of photos. There wasn't much for wildlife here in January. And I was just getting over a back injury, so I wasn't doing a lot of hiking at this point. Now, because of the humidity here, there was a lot of fog just about the whole week we were here. There was a touch of green. There's still some leaves on some of the trees, so we took a drive down by the ocean where you can always find some pretty nice looking houses that are beachfront property. Now, the beach down here by Ocean Springs, it's pretty narrow. There's not a lot of I don't know, it just doesn't look very big. But like I said, it's foggy when we were there, so we really didn't get a chance. You know, in January, there's not a lot of tourism to go to the beach. But what we did find out about the town of Ocean Springs, as you can see here, this is their main street. Ocean Springs is known as a dining destination on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, with a vibrant nightlife, unique boutiques shopping, and charming B&Bs. Front Beach is a great place to hang out with friends and play volleyball, build bonfires, or paddleboard. So that's what this little town is known for. Now, we didn't stop or walk down Main Street at all. We just thought we'd let you have a look at it. Like I said, my back was just starting to feel better, so we weren't doing a lot of walking. Well, that's all for this video today. I hope some of these apps might help you. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the description or the comments below. I'll be happy to help you if I can. Now, the next video, we're moving out of Mississippi and going into Louisiana. And we found some beautiful places, some cypress trees, a lot of birds, and I'll show you a preview right here. So I want to thank you for watching, and as always, I hope to see you next time on Adventures Outdoors.